good with the gasket as well, so. I've had some, looks like possibly some water sitting in here. I don't know why that wouldn't have drained when we drained that oil, but. All right, clutch cover is off there. You see your clutch in here. And there's the inside. This is the gasket here. Make sure this oil doesn't dump on the floor, but we've got your shift mechanism that runs through here. This runs all the way to the other side. And then this gasket, every time we pull this cover off, you want to replace this gasket. This is not the original gasket. So we can just throw that away. And then we've got 10 millimeter. Let's see if I can tip this up a better way for you guys to see this. 10 millimeter bolts around this clutch here. I do these in a crisscross pattern. And then you're able just to pull this top cover off. Now, if we're replacing the clutch friction plates, which this is a friction plate here, this is as far as you need to take off as far as the clutch part of it. So friction here, and then we've got steel underneath here. And I'll show you how to measure those in a separate video. But we've got friction and steel, and it's every other on these clutches. And this is, they've got the top plate or the top holder or the top hub is what they call this. And if all we're doing is replacing plates, all you got to do is pull the plates on and out from here. You pay attention to the order. Sometimes they'll throw a different one on the front or on the back with like a spacer or something. Just make sure as you're pulling these apart, you know how they go back together. And we've got we're going to pull this clutch basket off, and I'm going to show you a little trick here. So flatten all these spacers here, and this again, obviously it was off because Suzuki wouldn't have flattened every side of this spacer. This basket is aluminum, so just be really careful you don't damage it when we're taking it apart here. Then again, we have our 1.25" socket. Pull this one out, same size as our countershaft sprocket. Now I'd like to take my thumb and hold right here on one of these posts, that way it doesn't spin. And then that nut is off of there. Now what you can do is you can actually, I like taking just lift up just to make sure, but then you can put this hub back on there, or this top plate back on there, and then take all these. Now if you're replacing the basket or something, you've got to disassemble all this, and you may as well do that right now. But where we are taking this off all as one piece, I'm going to take and put these back in and snug them up. That way we keep the entire clutch pack together. And we got our 10 millimeter. I like to start them all because, like I said, it's aluminum, and if you start these out in the wrong spot at all, it can create some damage. All right, now what you can do is take the entire clutch pack out just like that. You can drop this out and have it just like that. Inspect your basket, replace your basket if you need, if your plates for some reason are good but your basket isn't, which generally isn't the case. But we've got your clutch assembly there. This is your push rod. This is what we talked about on the other side. This actually goes all the way through, right from, well, I had moved that other cover, but these work together. So